Welcome back to J&J Farms. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Just got out of church and got something to eat, and just thinking on what to do. And I think I'm gonna do a little bush hogging today. Uh, we got a bush hog tractor. We do everything with it. It's a 3600 Ford. We do all the bush hogging with it. Small tractor, but got a 5 foot, 5 or 6 foot. I think it might be a 6 foot bush hog over there. But right now I got the tiller hooked up. I'll unhook the tiller and hook the bush hog up, see what we can get her done. Well, we got the tractor up in the shop here, and we'll got the bush hog hooked up to it. And I'm gonna put a little bit of grease in her on the tractor and the bush hog, and check the grease in the gearbox, see if it's good, and then we'll get to slinging some grass. What are you doing?
I went there and fed them cows. Take the walk.
I'm YouTubing.
Be struck on yourself, ain't you?
What is it?
Are you struck on yourself or what?
What's that?
On video everything.
I gotta make content.
There's nothing in there. Just
we got this little area done here. Just a little. It's got a lot of, there's some stumps in here. We cut some trees here a few years back, and there's some stumps, so we bush hog it. And then this little divvy here, there's a little divvy. Used to have a bunch of cinder blocks from an old barn. Ended up taking the dozer and shoving them over there. Getting this little cleaned out now where I can bush hog it. Still got some rocks in it though, but the creek forced them up. Farm connects to a creek there, so the creek gets up. And got up around that's the hay barn up there, got up around the bank here. We can't mow it with the mowers. And got it done. So next we're gonna take the tractor and we're gonna go around the hay field here. There's some trees right there we can't mow, so we'll bush hog it and just keep going all the way around. And cows are coming over to see what's going on. This hay here, it looks pretty good. It's got a lot of grass underneath of it, so hopefully we'll get pretty good cutting off of it this year and have a lot of hay. So try to get this bush hogging done. Hey, Gummy, I've been looking everywhere for you. You was on the tractor. I thought I'd chop you up with the bush hog. Thankful I didn't. That would have been bad. Very, very bad. Well, I got another spot bush hog. This is this place I was telling you in the last video. The cows are right over there. The lot is, and this is the hay field that I was talking about in the last video, where we'll cut this, and then I'll run electric fence down this wood line here along the creek, and I'll let the cows have this, and let them have that other field right there. So the cows are right there, and they'll have all this right here after we cut it. And I'll just bush hogging a path through here to. I don't want to take this mowers down through here. It's a little rough, and clear path. I'll run that electric fence in here, and whatever we don't cut, we'll just leave and let the cows eat it. There's some stumps over in that area over there, and we go around them. So I got a little bit more bush hogging to do. So we'll try to get that done if this camera will let me. I thought I lost y'all earlier, but luckily I found you. Well, we got the last little bit to bush hog tonight down here at what I call the creek bottoms. It's whole farm lays by a creek, so I call it the creek bottom. But we just finished up right here, and that's all we got to do bush hogging wise down in here, I think. But there's a few other places we got bush hog. There's 2-3 farms we got bush hog. There's always bush hogging to do, so there'll be more videos of that, hopefully. And I was looking at some of the videos that took earlier today. I don't know about the audio on them. I might have messed up, so that's my fault. And I'll try to salvage some of that, hopefully. But if y'all like this, like and subscribe, and watch the couple other videos I got out, and hope y'all have a blessed day.